Greetings. I would like to show you my game, which I recently played, but I didn't record online. So this game played in the opening of 2 nights, and I start the game really calm. I don't like to play this opening, and I decided to surprise the opponent because aggressive motions always force the opponent to step back and play passive, sometimes play passive as well. So in this case I attack b4, a4 and also b5 to push the knight away. So now my idea is to actually move d4. However, in this variation, there is no big deal of this. d4 doesn't make any big deal because the opponent has already d6. So I decided maybe I need a third pawn to involve, and right now it's a good possibility for that, to get the third pawn because the bishop is on b6. Now he plays the bishop himself the same way, the same idea, but I decided to step back. I don't like c4 and I'm not afraid of d5. The engine doesn't like my move. However, the idea is very simple. I want to play d4 and also want to support the pawn e4 with my bishop. Now I can play this position as long as I need, until the black decided to capture my pawn. Actually, he captured very fast and I recaptured with pawn e3. The engine again doesn't like, which surprised me, because he thinks it will be attack on the king this way. Maybe he is right about it, but I didn't like the idea that my pawn e4 and e3 are together, so I prefer to split them, even though the engine doesn't like it. So he made a strange move. Maybe he wants to prevent my castle, but I captured that bishop. So right now the engine suggests that I can capture itself, but the problem is he has a chance also to capture my pawn e5, e4 with a knight in this position. So I captured the pawn, and then I supposed to move queen d2. But I decided, after thinking sometime, I moved queen e2. I don't know. I was thinking if I play queen e2, then he play knight f4. I can play queen e4 and with a checkmate attack. But it doesn't happen because okay, let's see what happens. So I was thinking to plays queen e4, but it doesn't happen because he will take my pawn. The engine suggests to take the pawn with the bishop, but my idea was to take the move the queen, and after that black knight attacked me and I need to step back. If I move this way, check, so nothing good happen. Technically, I don't like the position. So right now my position is kind of strange. No castle, everything is protected, but my position is vulnerable. My position of the king is vulnerable. So after he played knight f4, I decided, and the engine suggests to play bishop captures the pawn, and if he takes, so I take. He needs to move back. Everything looks okay for me. So if he play with the pawn, also I can take knight, and everything looks okay. but I didn't like this. I didn't want to sacrifice a pawn so far. I just want to waste. And I didn't notice that. So after I didn't notice after he attacks, I moved to d2. I didn't notice that there is a nice move, knight e3. So now he attacks, and I move, and after that the engine suggests that it was a move knight e3. I didn't see it. The opponent didn't see it either. It's amazing move. After that, my position becomes. Well, the engine suggests a draw, but I don't like it either. So anyway, he moved to d5, and this way he saved me. So I almost pay my bill for queen d2. Anyway, yeah, and if I take the knight, so I would lose a queen. So, but fortunately he didn't see that possibility. I castle, and then he attacks he fork my bishop and a rook, and the right way was to lose the bishop, but I still want to keep my bishop, therefore I sacrifice the knight the rook for the knight. And the opponent played rather rather passive way, therefore I decided to continue attacking. The right way was knight g4, but after knight g4 nothing happened. Knight moved to g7 with a chance to attack. But in fact, so if you check the engine variation, nothing good would happen there. Nothing good would happen in this case. So it's just if I play this way, I would lose immediately. So because my position is vulnerable, and every time he takes something, it becomes even worse. Therefore, if I plan some attack, I put my pieces in a very risky position. So no good thing work well. So now I think the best way was to sacrifice another rook, and I don't understand. Surprisingly, the opponent played f5. I took the 5, and now he take a fork to three pieces, triple fork, and I attack the king with a bishop, and then. The right move was queen e4, but I decided to play queen g6 because I think it's a good position. Good position for the queen. Yeah, if I play like this, I don't like that. What's supposed to happen here? I would still have this knight, rook exchange, and after that. The engine found that there is like a draw for black. So draw for black with infinite check to my king after sacrificing pieces. But I'm sure my opponent still thinks that he is winning the game. Right now he has 2 rocks and still a knight, so he would try to win the game. And if he played something maybe like to protect himself, rook f7, so if you check the engine suggests I don't have 2 rocks, and the engine still thinks that I have advantage. That's fantastic. Fantastic situation. How can the engine think that I still have advantage? To me, this position is a secret. So probably it's interesting to study such positions more closely because simply simply difficult to understand. Okay, but after I moved this, the engine suggested a mistake. He found a nice move, queen h4, and if I take so the engine suggests me to move and lose everything. So my position is minus 2.6. If I take the queen, I would get a checkmate immediately. Fortunately, my opponent didn't see that and let me play this nice combination. And now he suggests the engine found the only way for the black to survive is rook f4. So if you continue analysis, so it's not the game from the it's not the move from the game. It's from the engine analysis. So even in this position, so I have no rocks. The engine suggests that I'm gonna win very soon, just because of bad position for the black king. But I should be very careful because every step is super important. For instance, if I play with a queen, I still have good position. I can play that. But now the engine suggests to take the pawn because this is a way for the king to run away. So if I take the pawn and he doesn't capture the pawn, he would lose. If I play queen g8 right now, the king would find a way to run away. If he protects, so nothing good happen. But I already lost tactical advantage in this position. So therefore, every step, every move is super important. So I need to take the right way suggested by the engine is to take the knight. Still, both sides are super vulnerable. So each step is a mistake, can be a mistake here. So the engine found the queen c8, but in fact it's an error, it's a mistake, because right now if the king moved to c8, I will win the rook, and then my position I will win the rook, and my position is of course superior. If he moved to a6, I will push him with the queen g6, and then he still need to move to d8 and he lose a rook. So after this position, so my game is comfortable and my situation is superior here. Okay, so now if I forget about the knight, so I still think about the way if I forget about the knight. So now it's important to take the pawn. And if he doesn't recapture, so he would not be able to step to d7, so I will win again. But when he did that, I need to attack with queen h6. And then in that case, so well, I would just take the rook. The black doesn't want to protect it. So if he takes the knight, so I take check, and it will be a series of checks. Check again, and he has nothing to do but move back. I check again, but it doesn't look like it's a draw. I just can check and check again. And now I think there is a check on e6. Yes, check on e6. Black needs to protect. Attack, move, take the rook, and then after king d7, another check. He moved to e8, then check again. He moved to f8 and then check. I take the rook and the check, and then already the engine showed that there is 11 steps to the checkmate. So the engine already estimated the checkmate. So here a capture, I took. That's it, he lost. Okay, now let's go back. Let's go back to the position where I was preparing the checkmate. So before that nice move by the rook, the real move which the opponent made, he captured my knight, sacrificing the rook, and in this position the engine suggests to move again, but I don't think it's the best, at least not very simple for man. So this is not a man move. Anyway, after I take the rook, so the best he found is to sacrifice the queen for the bishop, queen g5. So that means my position is super good already. So queen g5 and nothing good for black. Okay, so now let's return to what he did. In fact, he took my pawn. And now I think I can act. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to model the situation, trying to estimate numbers. So now the engine shows the checkmate in 3 moves, so I attack again. Yeah, I overlook, it was bishop f5. It was bishop f5, then check and checkmate, and really in 3 moves. I shouldn't play this nice queen or bishop d3, but bishop d3 is beautiful. In any case, so in this position, after that very fast, I have the pawn moved to the queen, and I will win in a few moves after that. So 10 moves to the checkmate. Oh, I hope you like this game. I hope you like the attack. In reality, I noticed that I need to be devoted to the attack, and I feel that I kind of had the instinct to feel that here you can gain something. That's why I continuously trying to save the bishop and attack. So first time I saved the bishop here on c2, I sacrifice the rook for the bishop. So next he played something. I still want that attack. I don't want to miss a chance. And the opponent didn't understand what I feel. They didn't understand the feeling. I guess it's a feeling, if you want to say that. Because my position was not that good to perform that attack. Because every time, even here, right now, he can kill my chances. He can kill my chances. My position now is killed. I take and he can checkmate, or otherwise my position would not be good. But the opponent didn't notice. He still thinks that his position is superior. He has now 2 rocks against 2 pieces, and also. But after this move, queen h5, the engine suggests this move, the only protecting move. But the black already realized that something doesn't work as good as supposed, And now after I take the piece, after I take the rook, the only way is to save is sacrifice. Now I can play bishop f5 and get the checkmate in 3 moves, but in fact I choose a beautiful one. And okay, it's still cool. I still checkmate the king very soon. I hope you like the video. See you, bye bye.